I've got to be 100% honest with you guys. I am not very psyched about this particular live today. The reason being that because I had to lay my hand on this particular drink and my wife was like,
now you gotta do it. You don't want to do it, but now you gotta. Because the fact that you don't want to do it makes it, you have to do it now.
So I'm like, okay, so here I am. We're gonna be trying the Warheads Sour Cosmic Punch Four Loco Tolly. Once again, not very psyched about it. What I am psyched about though is this movie that I recently watched called Late Night with the Devil. And let me tell you guys, it's super interesting. It raised so many questions. There's so many theories on this. And I really hope that you guys, I hope that you've caught it. And if not, let me tell you right now, spoiler alert. I am going to be talking about this movie from the beginning to the end. I'm going to tell you what I think about it, my theories about it, and stuff like that. So this is going to be the Booze and Chill movie review of Late Night with the Devil. And of course, the really interesting Warheads Four Loco. So let's get on with this, shall we? Hello, welcome to the Booze and Chill live. Welcome one and all. Like I mentioned, we're going to be talking about Late Night with the Devil, and I just caught this movie. I've actually seen this movie twice already. One from the nephew. Shout out to the nephew if he's watching, and that's when I first saw it, and then I liked it. Well, at first I was kind of like, oh, I don't know about it, but then that ending, bro, god damn, it got me so good that I actually had to go and buy it. I went on to my Voodoo or Fandango. I don't know what's going by anymore, but I went on there and I bought it and I watched it again. And I'm just like, there's so many good little things about it. Like the beginning kind of it's stretched out a little bit too much, but I'm getting ahead of myself right now. Let's go ahead and set that mood. Let's set the mood. I always like to play some music, and what I'm going to be playing here is some of my homeboys, Ace Core 30s, Jammy Jams, and I actually got to give a shout out to the homeboy Ace Core 30. Let's go on and show you exactly what he does. So this is his TikTok. This is Ace Core 30's TikTok. You can go ahead and go on there. I mention him every time I put his music on. He's also the guy who supports me. He does this by putting out his music. Putting out his music, or passing it on to me, and me using it as the countdown and a background music. So this is him shouting him out. I mean, so those of you out there who are serious musicians, podcasters, content creators, or anything artistically that is in need of music, may I suggest you go onto my good friend Ace Core 30's stuff. Check him out. This is his TikTok, and this here is his YouTube. Go ahead, check him out. He's a very awesome independent artist who makes up his own beats, and he's just very, very creative and willing to work with absolutely anybody. So give him a shout out, and let's move on to today's drink. I wouldn't say a beer, because it's kind of not. It's more, it says punch. It's a punchy type of thing. I don't know, man. I'm not excited about it. This is what we're doing today. If you can focus here for a second, sir. No, my cameras are not cooperating with me right now. But if you can't see it, let me know. It doesn't want to focus. Wow. What about you? Do you want to focus? There we go. This is what we're working on right now. The Warheads Four Loco drink. Yeah, this is what we're doing. Again, I'm not really excited about this one because damn, like, can I say, I'm not the craziest fan when it comes to Four Loco. I think I did one. It was like a gold one, I think it was. and I don't know, I'm just not a fan. But to kind of make it up a little bit, I'm gonna be drinking. This is the first time I show this in the channel and in the live. I'm gonna be drinking out of my little mushroom cup. I'm gonna show on the side. I'm gonna be drinking out of this here, my little mushroom cup. So that's gonna be pretty cool. It's not really the greatest drink in the world, but I'm gonna be drinking it off the most coolest cup in the world, or so I think. Leave it in the comment section, guys, where you guys are watching from. We are live on all Instagram socials, YouTube, Facebook, X, and Instagram. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Shout out to anybody out there who's enjoying this Thirsty Thursday. And I'm gonna start going ahead and pour the song bitch here now. My music is playing, right? Yes, it is. I volume my speaker here so I can have a little bit of the music in my background. I don't like it when it's too quiet. I don't. It makes it a little too awkward for me. So let's see what color this thing is. You can see. I don't know if you can see that. It's so cold. It's smoky. No, you can't see it. That's okay. Let's see what color it is. Oh, it's pink. Wow. Not only, okay, I will admit, this stuff looks cool. This stuff looks fucking cool. It's fucking pink, dude. Check that shit out. It looks slightly red on camera, but let me tell you, it is pink. Like a nice, like almost the color that I put in my background whenever I do the podcast. The podcast colors, I call them the podcast colors. So it's like a nice little pink, dude. It's really, really nice. Nice looking. But again, I'm not too crazy when it comes to Four Locos. Leave it in the comment section if you guys are fans of Four Locos. But before we move on, I just remembered a couple of announcements. For one, first above all, gotta give a shout out to the Patreons, Matthew C. Parker and Alejandro. What? No, Alejandro. And what's it called? One of the things I have to say, it's just something that we do here in the lives. I will not be taking calls, but there's a really cool reason behind it, though. The reason why I'm not going to be taking calls in this here live today is because yesterday I actually recorded a podcast. A mobile podcast, and I'm very, very excited to put that one out. That one's gonna be coming out next week. I'm psyched about it. I'm excited about it. If you guys want to know more, if you guys want to get a heads up on it, it's not on there yet, but it will be soon. If you guys want to know more about it, get more informed about it, may I suggest you go on to Patreon/Booze&Chill and get informed, get to watch it first before anybody else, get behind the scenes stuff and all that kind of stuff. And also, on the subject of Patreon, when you do become a Patreon member, you get higher chances of winning the giveaways, which is still happening. I was going to announce the winner today, but I decided to extend it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is also, there's been issues with my personal Facebook account. So if you are watching from Facebook, or if you typically watch it on Facebook and it's not working, there's some issues with Facebook and my StreamYard. So if there is issues, please go on to any one of these. They are working quite properly. I got to give a shout out to my cousin Danny. What's going on, Danny? Sam Rocha, what's going on, Sam? What's up, bro? On Instagram there. How's it going, man? How's it going? Hope you're doing good. Hope, Danny, you're doing good. And yeah, if you guys are watching from Facebook, please switch on to one of these other social medias, and they are working just fine. So again, no calls today. I didn't finish explaining. I did a mobile podcast yesterday. Again, I'm psyched about it. Learn more about it. Patreon /Booze&Chill. But I seem to have I left behind. That's what I'm trying to say. I left behind one of my little connections that I use for this particular interface. If I'm gonna see if I can get it back, or maybe if I gotta buy another one, I'll do that. So yeah, that's the reason why there's not going to be any calls. So I apologize for that. But the comments will still be coming in. So don't be shy. Leave a comment if you have anything to say about the today's drink that we're reviewing. In fact, for those of you who are just tuning in, this is what we're working on. This is the Four Loco Warheads. Contains 13.9% ABV, guys. That is nuts. That is freaking nuts, bro. Fucking nuts. But that's pretty much it, guys. And again, the podcast, the giveaway, I'm gonna extend it till the next live. So in the meantime, if you are on here, now is the time. Type in cocktails and chill to enter the giveaway right in this very live. This is your last chance. I will leave this on for a bit. It'll be coming back and forth. So for those of you who are still have not joined in the live, you will still have a chance today. Today will be the last chance. Maybe. Actually, no. This will be the last chance. So if you guys are on there, this is the last chance. So I'm gonna leave that on there for a bit, and let's go right on to this review, shall we? Let's do the first thing that we do here, and that's to start smelling it. Strangely enough, for a drink that's like super strong, super crazy or whatever, I can't exactly smell it. So let's get on to that, shall we? And here we go. Cheers. That is the sweetest fucking thing I've ever smelled. This smells. Where have I smelled this before? I've smelled this. Oh, that cocktail drink, that the one with the pirate symbol on it. I've reviewed it before. In fact, I reviewed all 4 flavors. And boy, let me tell you, that night, let me tell you. But that's what it smells like. One of them. Cocktails and chill. I win, says my cousin Danny. I'm gonna start putting some names down here. So let's go. In the meantime, yeah, this crazy fucking drink, dude. It smells like that cocktail drink, one with the pirate, like I said, that I've reviewed before. But it smells. What is that? Kind of like a artificial watermelon-y maybe kind of smell. I'm gonna start putting down names, starting with you, Danny. I'm gonna type them all down because that is how we're doing this right now. So we got my cousin Danny up here. What's going on, bro? I hope you're doing good. And all right, yeah, the smell of this Four Loco, man. Artificial watermelon. Slight bit creaminess to it, very sugary, but like in the most artificialist fake ways possible. I don't know if that's like the Warhead or what. It says punch. That's another thing that smells like punch. Sour, watermelony, possibly. It smells super artificial, but it smells fucking delicious, though. It is really good. I'm gonna remove this banner off for a little bit. I feel like it's kind of completely cock blocking like half of me. But I will come back up for sure, because it's free stuff, free stuff, man. In fact, I'll show you exactly what I'm giving away in a little bit. In the meantime, oh snap, what do we got here? Uzi, my boy, sniff that drink. Hell yeah, dude. This here drink tastes like, total candy, complete candy, watermelony kind of candy. And since Josh, since you just got here, I'm not taking calls. I explain why. The reason being, I kind of sort of lost one of my connections for one of my interfaces, so not going to be doing the calls today. So but you know, comments, the comments still work, bro. Comments still work. But that's really all I'm getting. super candy, artificial candy, and artificial watermelon punch, cosmic punch. I don't know. Oh, also, today is the last day for the giveaway. So, who stole it? No, basically, I did a mobile podcast yesterday. Very excited about it. It's gonna be coming out next week, and I kind of sort of left it behind. Still waiting to see, and maybe they can find it for me. And if not, I'm just gonna end up having to buy another one, which is no big deal. But I did the sniffers, and now it's time for quite possibly the best part of these live reviews here. That is the tasting. Cheers. Huh. I don't hate it. Not gonna lie. Not the ooh. I can feel it just like sizzling on the way down. That's insane. Not the craziest fan when it comes to Four Locos. I'm not. The ABV on them is always high. Like this one's like a 13.9 ABV. So that's crazy. But as far as like the Four Loco flavors, I haven't tried them all. I tried them here and there, and every single one that I've tried, it's just like, wow. It's like I said, they're high on ABV, like the alcohol levels, but the flavor though, they also contain like quite possibly like about this much of sugar, which is why I got the handy dandy giant tin of fucking water. But this one in particular though, I don't hate it. The sugar though is insane. Like, oh my god, that is actually really tasty. That is insanely tasty. Also a bit strong, but holy balls, not bad. Flavor wise, it has like almost a hint of bubblegum, almost. Space bubblegum. No, I don't know. I only say space because it says that it's under cosmic punch, but there's a little bit of bubblegum in there, and there's that slight little tartiness, that watermelon, artificial watermelon, a little bit of tart. It says it's sour. I'm not getting much of the sour. I actually don't get any of the sour, which is kind of disappointing, because something that says that's sour, and it's not. I mean, it's a little tarty. It's not like intense, but it's there. I drank 3 of those things orange before a concert once, puked everywhere during the first spin. I believe you, because like I said, like these are meant, like one of these is meant to get you a quick buzz, first of all. Secondly, not only are they meant to give you a quick buzz, but like I said, they're very like sweetened, like insanely sweetened. Like, I believe that 100%. Like, you're a brave one for drinking 3 of these fuckers. Like, damn, bro. Like, I salute, bro. I don't know what the thing is doing to me, but it's doing something to my what's it called? My sinus. Get a little mucusy in the back there. I think it's so intense that it's actually cleaning out like my fucking sinus, dude. It's insane. But I don't hate it. I don't think it's the best, but I don't hate it. It's not so bad. And like I said, I think it looks pretty cool in my little mushroom cup. By the way, this is the first time I ever put it on here. my little mushroom cup, the cup of mushrooms. Yeah. I was more of a juice fan. I want to try it. Come over here real quick. Come over here and try it. It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. I don't hate it, but I don't think it's the best thing ever. Like, I suggest you come over right now. And there she comes. That's pretty much there is about this drink, guys. I mean, like, it's not the greatest, but it's not the worst. The what's it called? The Warhead Four Loco Cosmic Sour Punch here. I'm gonna hand this over here real quick. Wife is in front of me. Let's see what you think. I will turn the camera on to you, but no? Okay. Not today, she says. Not today, Satan. But can you get it? Like, it's not the worst one. It's intense. These things are meant to give you a quick buzz. What was that?
The first taste of it, it's like, oh, this is pleasant, and then after 2 seconds, you just regret it completely.
Again, hence why they're like meant to do that. It's a can of tastiness and regrets all at the same time, if that makes any fucking sense at all, guys. Got some more comments in here. The girl must chug. Oh no, 23. My wife just walked away, and she will most likely, I know, yeah, 23. My wife is not gonna do that. My wife will gladly smack you across the face before doing that. But here, I will gladly do this for you. This part here. Cheers, 23. Okay, that one was crazy. The shape of the mushroom cup, the flow, was not expecting it. For a second, it almost went down the wrong hole. What is this stuff made of? Fucking battery acid? What the fuck, bro? It's doing something to my sinus. Woo! That's the sugar kicking in. That is the sugar kicking in. And the fucking... No, that was gross. Exactly. See what I mean? 23, you're not gonna get a chug out of her, man. Trust me. I need to cut back on drinking. Buys Four Loco. It's only one, bro. Look, it's only one. In fact, here's an actual camera angle to prove it. See? Not even ice, because I kept this fucker in the freezer for like about maybe like 30 minutes to an hour. But that's why we got my H2O here. To have in between drinks here, because again, I've been drinking water. In fact, today I actually didn't drink water. I didn't drink mostly water. I drank agua de piña, which is pineapple juice, natural pineapple juice. Oof, that shit would fucking beat the shit out of dehydration, my dude. It will. 23 salty. I know, bro. Damn. But hey, like I said, drinking water in between these little tiny cups of mushroom Four Loco Warheads Sour Cosmic Punch. It's a fucking long ass title. But I think that pretty much covers this review on this can. And for those of you just tuning in, guys, thank you, mother. Thank you. My mother here calling me handsome. I can't disagree. Who am I kidding? Who am I to disagree? This is for the people just tuning in. The Warheads Four Loco Sour Cosmic Punch. Taste and smells like watermelon candy. Very tarty in the flavor. Has a very, very good kick to it. Again, that could be the 13.9 and all the fucking sugar that this thing carries. But again, that's why I'm drinking water in between it, because holy fuck, this thing can pack a punch. But again, I don't hate it. This is the one Four Loco that I can say, like, okay, I can tolerate it. Would I buy it often? Fuck no. It's just like a situation where I'm just going to like, where I'm just gonna be like, you know what? If that's all you got, and there's been like a 2-week mark or a month between this particular Four Loco and the next one that comes along, fine. But I'm not gonna be buying it over and over again. Fuck no. Maybe if I need a quick picker upper for some reason, then maybe I'll get it. Other than that, no. This is just a treating myself for drinking a lot of water and agua de piña today. I got a good shout out from my father for actually giving me that. That shit was delicious. So that's pretty much. I'm gonna pour myself another one. That's pretty much for the Warheads Four Loco Cosmic Sour Cosmic Punch. It's a really long fucking name. I'm gonna pour myself another one of these while I do that. Well, and I just like how pretty it looks too. And it looks so pretty in my little mushroom cup. Like I said, my little pretty mushroom cup and little nice pretty sour cosmic punch. Kind of goes, doesn't it? Mushroom cosmic punch. I don't know. That's just me. And also for any of you guys tuning in, Chulo Pumpkin. What's going on, Chulo Pumpkin? On Instagram. Danny, hope you're still around. Sam, what's going on, sir? If you're still there, sir. For those of you just tuning in, we are still in. Well, this will be the last fucking day for the giveaway. So this is your last chance for the giveaway. In fact, before we go into today's movie review, let me show you what we're actually going to give away. Give me a sec here. One of the things we're giving away, I'm giving away, this here bar stool set is actually pretty heavy, guys. In fact, I'm gonna drop it like this. Holy shit. See what I mean? It's very, very heavy duty. And I seem to have misplaced the other. Oh, here we go. Sorry about that. And the second would be this here Houdini sphere ice molds. Man, this camera's being a bitch. Houdini ice molds. So this is for the cocktail maker at your home who likes to mix it up and likes to show off his mixology skills. Or if you have a mixology friend, this would be the perfect gift for them. You can win it and gift it, or just keep it for yourself. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to tell you what to do with it. This is free stuff that I'm giving away, guys. Enter cocktails and chill to be able to enter the giveaway. This is your last chance. Next week's live, I will announce the winner. Just so ya know. So let's get on with this here show, shall we? Where the shit is my mouse? Here we go. Cocktails and chill. Chulo Pumpkin. I'm gonna write down Chulo Pumpkin for this next Chulo Pumpkin. There we go. I think I've got. I forget how many people I have, but this is your last one. I'm gonna frame it. My cousin says on Instagram. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Actually, again, this banner down here will be popping in and out for you guys to get the chance to be able to enter the giveaway. And if you want higher chances of winning the giveaway, you can become a Patreon member on Patreon / Booze&Chill. Higher chances of winning, and all the cool stuff you get on the site. Tiers start at $3. Just something to think about. You want higher chances of winning. So, in the meantime, I'm gonna get rid of this for a little bit, and now we're gonna get into today's movie review. Super excited about this movie. Like I said, I've watched it twice already. I'm a huge horror guy. You all know this by now, and just really very interesting movie, very cool movie, and I'm excited about it. So let's get right down to today's movie review, and that is the Late Night with the Devil. Let's get on with that, shall we? All right, guys. The thing about this movie, man, I talked about this with my wife. She brought up a really cool story. The story, and kind of sort of it relates to the movie. Apparently, there's this real story, and it happened in a talk show, which the movie is actually based off a talk show that happened in the 70s, where they interviewed the devil. And coincidentally, this real story that my wife was telling me about, apparently, there was some sort of caller, some mysterious caller that called into this show. And I don't remember the details exactly, but it led down to this guy making deals to become some sort of something, I guess famous or something like that. I don't remember exactly. And she barely remembered. But the point is, the whole thing about this story is that you always have to be aware and be careful who you shake hands with. There we go. And there was a specific name to, I think, this episode in particular. Something about la mano peluda, something like that, which translates in English to the hairy hand or something like that. And so, in this movie, the way that it starts is they show like a bunch of clips of a bunch of stuff that's going on, like a war, stuff like that, and also at the same time giving backstory to the main character of the movie, which is what's it called? This here guy right here. I actually don't have the name on me right now, so if you can just give me a little second so I can actually get those names. Here we go. David, holy shit, his last name, David Desmulchin. I more than likely fucked that up. It's a weird last name, but so this is the lead character of the movie, and he, in the beginning, it gives a little backstory about him, his come about of becoming this show host of this show called the Night Owls. And at the same time, excuse me, and then this fucking thing is like battery acid. It's insane. And in this movie here, again, I did say I was going to spoil, so for those of you who just tuned in, you have been warned. And what's it called? At the same time, they're giving a little bit of backstory about this main character, this host of the show. And at the same time, they're also going into what has been coming to light lately. All of this fucked up things that are happening in Hollywood. Like just this morning, me and my wife talked about something about the Kardashians, I think it was. One of the Kardashians' husbands being involved with something with what P. Diddy was doing or some shit. And then something about celebrities giving 10% of their earnings to this particular church. And then I even asked her, like, is it that what's it called? That island where like that pedophile island? I can't remember the name. Weinstein. I'm so bad at names, but I'm pretty sure you all know what I'm talking about. There's this like thing on the top of this mountaintop in that island, that they actually called a church. So to me it came to mind like, oh, is that what they're doing? But anyways, yeah, the backstory on the host and the main character, on how he kind of was being involved with certain particular groups where they would meet mysteriously in woods and, you know, do a bunch of like orgies and deals, you know what I mean? Those kind of shits, like the kind of shit that's coming to light, bro. Leave it in the comments if you know or are aware that movies are hidden messages, like trying to tell us something. Because that's exactly what this movie was doing. Like it's right on point. It's like it's on present time kind of news. But anyways, so yeah, they give a little backstory of him, how he was dealing with all this shit. He had a wife, and they even said a non-smoking wife, who just so happened to got diagnosed with lung cancer, and she passes away. The guy's backs off from doing the show, and then comes right back, and that's when the whole thing starts. That's where we get the title, and that's where this whole entire episode is pretty much about. That entire show, and just leading up to this interview with the devil. And they bring up the first guest of the show. Well, I like the way that the show runs. It's totally like a everybody knows Conan, big, tall, red-headed Irish dude, very funny guy. Oh my god, I'm bad at names, but they're, oh my god, I can't remember their names. But anyways, the show, very nice, very well put, and the vibe of it, the atmosphere of the show is completely 70s, which is exactly what they're portraying. I think it was like 1979. So I love the vibe, I love the look, right down to the outfits that they wear, to just everything. The style of filming, everything was complete and total 70s. They got that on fucking dial very, very well. And what's it called? The first guest that they get in is this. I want to say, I think he was. What was he? Let me see. Let's just double check here. I want to say he was maybe an Indian. This. What is he? Not a fortune teller. We'll call him a fortune teller for now. But the first guest that they got was this dude here. The one on the right side. The one on the left is the main character, the host of the show, which is David Dashmalian. It's a hard fucking name. But Mr. what's it called? Faisal. I'm sorry, Crystal. Faisal. This is his actual name. Crystal is his character name. Crystal demonstrates what he's able to do, and those kind of like fortune tellers who are like they're like kind of like get in the zone. They're like, I hear a name, a P, Peter, blah 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 blah, so on and so forth. That's kind of what he does to demonstrate, and at first kind of makes himself look kind of like a fool, because he kind of gets it not wrong, because he gets a name of an audience member pretty damn good. But just that, actually, he just gets the name of an audience member. In fact, you know what? Let's change it up here a bit. I'm gonna pause this here. Let's get into the actual zone here. I don't know if you can hear that. Let me know in the comments if you can hear this. Putting some creepy music for, I want to say it's coming. Let me know in the comments if the music is actually playing in my background. You can actually hear me. So, creepy music for a scary movie. And I'm gonna hide just a little bit. I feel like it's a little too low. Is it too low? Okay, let me know if it's too high. I'm gonna leave it around there. So he demonstrates that he doesn't fail completely, but he just guesses an audience member name, and then goes a second try, and he's like, he throws like this female name, and there's there's a mother and a daughter in the crowd. Goes up to him, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that was I think they said that was our son's name." And he's like, "Oh, he just recently committed suicide," and blah blah blah. And they're like, "Yes, yeah, exactly." It's like, he wants you to know that he's fine, this and that. And they're like crying, whatever. And he's like, "I now hear the name. I hear the word Papa." And then like the little girl's like, dad something. I don't know if it because like he was been missing or some shit like that. And then the mom stops her and she goes, he had a teddy named Papa. And he's like, yes, I know this. These kind of, I'm not like completely, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't exactly 100% believe in it, but I mean, whoa. Talking about the devil and look at what's happening. Can you all still hear me? Let me know in the comments. And but yeah, he guesses that as well, and he just basically tells him like your son just wants you to know that he's fine or whatever. So he leaves it at that. Everybody applauds this. Everyone's like, oh, okay, this guy is legit, right? And then as the host of the show, I'm just gonna call him David. I can't even pronounce his last name. Goes on, and before he goes into commercial break, excuse me, that acid. Christo has gets another message from beyond, right? But this one, he goes nuts. He goes nuts, and he gets the name. I think it was Mary, something like that. And he just starts screaming, and he's like in pain at this point. Like, he looks like his head's about to fucking explode. I even have a quick picture here. This is how his fucking face looks like as he's getting this message. His eyes fucking roll back. They're red as shit. And he's like, Millie, someone, who is Millie? Someone, please tell me who knows this name. And he's just yelling and just like, his eyes going back and shit. And his head looks like he's about to explode. And nobody responds. But the host, though, has this face like he's like trying to help him out. Like, oh, how about Mindy or blah, blah, blah. Like nicknames, stuff like that. And then, cuts to commercial. Comes right back. Actually, no. The cool thing about this movie is like it cuts to commercial. But since it's the movie, the commercial thing comes up, and then we still keep watching what happens behind the scenes, which is really another cool part about this movie. And I'm gonna have a sip of this here Cosmic Punch. You know what? For those of you tuning in, who is a Four Loco fan here? Because that's what we're working on today. Warheads, Four Loco, Sour Cosmic Punch. Again, don't hate it. Not the greatest thing ever, but it's not bad. To have once in a blue moon. Because you got to be loco to drink Four Loco. They should pay me to do that. For real, though. Anyways, so behind the scenes, you get Christo and David, him asking like, oh, if he's okay, he's fine, whatever. And they get separated. Christo gets pushed aside, taken care of, whatever. David does his thing, and then we get the producer of the show, and he's like, dude, what's going on? So, well, I mean, did you see or whatever? And David at this point is a little spooked. And like I mentioned, the name that Christo calls out sounds, by the looks of David's face, the host, his face almost looked like if it sounded familiar to him. And I think he was about to explain this to the producer, like that name, or no, he's like, the way he sounded, didn't he sound like Mary? I think that was the name. I'm leaving in the comments if you guys have seen this movie and I'm getting the name wrong. The producer's like, I need you to calm down. No, that was not her. You're just spooked or whatever. Has a drink, walks back to his seat. Show continues. Christo is like, what the hell is that? I will just have one, or just this piece here. What the hell? I got a snack, guys. Why is that sticky? What is he giving? I don't know why I like that. I don't know if I like that. No, no, that's sticky. No, thank you.
It's melted candy on top. Nothing.
Yeah, no. No, thank you. It's strangely way too sticky. No, thank you. Yeah. But, no, thank you. And so the show comes back after the commercial, after the behind the scenes and the commercial, of course. And Christelle sitting, looks like shit, could be honest with you. After, him having that very fucked up vision, not vision, but call from beyond, I'm calling it. And another thing I want to point out about this, the entire time this movie and the show's happening, there's particular crowd members that are just like, so they pop out like a sore fucking thumb. Like, they're not moving, they're not reacting the way an audience member should react. They're just like, not only that, I failed to mention that this episode is like a Halloween special episode, to make matters a little bit even more interesting. So it's a Halloween special, and everybody in the crowd, most of the people in the crowd are dressed up in costumes, right? And there's some particular members in the audience are completely dressed up from head to toe, and just being like still, not reacting, not saying nothing. And like I was saying in the beginning of the movie, how they were saying that David, the host, got involved with certain particular satanic groups, and they're satanic because they actually mentioned a house that was doing satanic practices for this demon name. I can't remember the name right now, or maybe I can get it. They should be able to mention it in the synopsis. In fact, let's read the synopsis real quick here. In 1997, a live television broadcast goes horribly wrong, unleashing evil into the nation's living rooms. I don't have... Oh, here we go. I think I got the name. What is the name? Do I have the name? I do not have the name. But I will get it. I will get it. In fact, let's get it here real quick before we move on to the second part of this movie here. Late night. Here we go. Some people have actually looked this up. Abraxas. There we go. The demon's name is Abraxas. And so yeah, there's in the beginning, like I was saying, they show this satanic cult practicing sacrificial stuff to the demon Abraxas. So that name is brought up a couple times in the movie, in the beginning especially. And they say that Abraxas shows you only what you want and desire, something like that. And yeah, so that's the demon that this movie kind of sort of like based on. And anyways, so they cut back from the commercials again. Excuse me, Christo looking like shit, and they're pretty much explaining like, oh, this is what happened before the break, and they make sure that he's okay. And then they introduce the next guest, which I don't have a picture of, but excuse me, the gentleman's name is Ian Bliss, is his actual name. His character name was Carl Mitchell Hunt, or as they were calling him in the show or in the movie, Karn, I think it was, or Karn, something like that. Maybe I can actually show you guys here real quick. Let me just get rid of some stuff here so I can actually show you, and actually you can get a good visual of this, what we're watching here. Also, I totally failed to show the website of the actual drink itself, but as usual, the website link is in the description. And let's go ahead. What happened here? What happened here? I'm getting all my shit mixed up here. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Yep. Yep. There we go. All right, cool. We're on. And this is the guy here. Again, Ian Bliss, and his character name was Carmichael Hunt, or like I said, how they were calling him in the show / movie. Tis was Carm or something like that. And this character, he's basically a magician. He's also a hypnotist. Has a big reputation of being like a big television star because of that. So he already has established himself as a what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. But he's made a name for himself. So he was already well known. He knows David, the host of the show, and stuff like that. They've done stuff before, or so they imply. I'm gonna have a sip here. And so basically the character Carmichael is basically does not believe what Christo does, and tries to kind of like put him down by saying like, in my field we deal with science and try to explain the unexplainable. And one of the coolest things actually that Carmichael Hunt, this character, mentions is that he actually went out to hunt down ghosts, and he brings up the names. Oh my god, I just had the fucking names. Give me a second, guys. Hold on. Give me a second. The Lawrence. There we go. The Lawrence. Everybody knows the Lawrence. If you've seen the Conjuring movies, you know these names. You know these names. The Lawrence are just Ed Warren, not Lawrence, Warrens, Lorraine Warren and Ed Warren. He mentions the Warrens, and he's like, I went out ghost hunting at the Amityville house, and had invited the Warrens, but the Warrens were too afraid to go. So there was a mention of very legendary names that are out there in the spiritual ghost hunting, horror, possession kind of community. So that was fucking cool that he actually mentioned that, and had it's just cool because the Warrens are cool. Again, the Conjuring movies, man, excellent. And so yeah, he's basically trying to basically putting down Christo, and Christo doesn't take it very lightly. Gets up, grabs his glass of water, and bah, right in his face. Walks off, tries to walk off stage, because they actually have to walk off through this automatic door that closes and opens. Suddenly, Christo gets the call from the other side again. And then David, the host, confesses, like, you know what? That last call he had before the break was actually for me. The name he mentions is my wife, which, like I mentioned in the beginning, the wife is, she's gone due to lung cancer. And he's like, because Christo mentioned a widow with a wedding ring or something like that. And then he shows off the wedding ring on his finger and admits to that was the name that was calling on to him. And then fucking Christo collapses on his knees and just vomits black onto Mr. Hunt. And Mr. Hunt is very well dressed, by the way. Like, it's a very fancy like suit and shit. And fucking they just fucking cut it into another commercial. Do you believe in ghosts? Do I believe in ghosts? I'm a bit of a spectacle. That's the word I was looking for earlier. I'm a little bit of a skeptic, but I've had my fair share of some weird shit. Like the first one that comes to mind, I was still living at my parents', and it was around the time we went to go out of town to go visit my dad. And I go into the kitchen, and this one drawer starts like shaking, like insanely shaking. Now, typically, I would not let it so no good. So no good what? Like me believing? I'm getting to that. What's it called? Oh yeah, that this particular drawer is shaking like crazy, and like normally I wouldn't like let it get to me. The reason why I freaked out is because that drawer was carrying a large kitchen knife. So I was like, nope, I fucking ran out of there. But I don't know. Maybe not 100%, but I've like I said, I've seen my fair share of some shit to kind of make me kind of, question it. So my answer would be maybe. Maybe, I guess. Do you believe, sir? Do you believe in the ghosty broasties? Do you believe in them? But what's it called? Excuse me. 0% was the right answer. Skeptic you are. Skeptic. I'm having another sip of this. But you know what? Before we move on to the rest of this movie review, let's show the people who are just tuning in what we're drinking. This is the Warheads Four Loco Sour Cosmic Punch. I'm actually starting to dig the can a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. The drink, on the other hand, again, not that bad. Not that bad. Would not drink this on the normal. I would not. These things are just designed for a quick buzz. And this one, just very tasty. Very tasty. It's a nice treat after like a long shitty day, I guess. And let's get all back to the movie review here. So basically, and you know what, real quick, I'm gonna post this right up because the giveaway is still going. What's going up, Fian Clarity, looking on Instagram? Just so you know, bro, there's a giveaway. This is the last chance. Type in cocktails and chill and you'll be automatically entered. The winner of the giveaway will be announced in the next live, which is next week, every Thursday. So feel free to join in. Free stuff, sir. Free stuff. And I'm gonna leave that on there for a little bit. In the meantime, let's go on with the whole movie. So I left off with Christo spewing black onto freaking Carmichael Hunt. Again, the guy's dressed very snazzy. He's practically dressed up like a very expensive magician, basically. And cuts to break automatically, and then goes to the behind the scenes cameras, and they take Christo. Mr. Hunt is trying to get his fucking shit dry cleaned or whatever. David, the host, is completely freaked out at what just happened. The producer's trying to tell him to calm down and that he's gonna be okay. And then I also failed to mention there's this co-host on the show. He's pretty cool. He's a pretty cool looking dude. He goes by the name, give me a second. He's basically, again, he's the co-host. His job is to just to back up the David. If I can just get the name. Why is he not here? Gus. There's no picture for some reason, but his actual name is Rise at Artillery. I'm just gonna call him Rise. But yeah, there's a co-host named Gus. This hefty dude, really cool, real chill. Can actually throw some jokes here and there. And Gus is he's the comedic relief in the movie, but he's also the guy that gets very easily freaked out and sees Christoph spewing black, and he's just like that. Okay, this is not normal. This is fucked up. And the producer's trying to calm down Gus. David, trying to keep his cool, starting to realize what's kind of going on. But like they say, the show must go on. The show must go on, guys. And so it does. And let's take a look at Instagram here real quick. Wire Bolt, what's going on, Wire Bolt? You making cheese omelets tonight? What? There's no cheese omelet, sir. We just did a review, what we usually do on the lives, a Warheads Four Loco Sour Punch. Missed that, but you can always check out the replay. You can check out the replay. What I can do for you though is play this B-roll exactly. That's what we worked on in the beginning, and now we're talking about late night with the devil. And so yeah, David's trying to keep his cool, but like I said, the show must continue. I'm gonna remove this banner real quick. It will come back. This is the last chance for you guys to join. Mr. Wirebolt, if you are interested in getting free stuff, may I suggest you type in cocktails and chill, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. This is the last chance. Winner will be announced in the next live on Thursday, because we do these lives every Thursday. So there you go. There's your chance, Wirebolt. And Fiend Clarity as well, if you're still around. Got another comment here. Love a good omelet though. And you guys and food. I haven't done a food review in a while, which I should, because that's what I do here. But yeah, totally. I'll look for something good. But so yeah, the show must go on. I'm gonna volume this down a little bit. I need some reference here just to kind of refresh my memory. There we go. Give me a sec here, guys. Let me know where you're watching from, by the way. I know there's some of you on Instagram and some of you on Facebook. Are you on the... I'm not even paying attention. YouTube, Facebook? Where's the X, folks? Where's the X, folks? Where's my X? On X. That came out a little wrong, but y'all know what I meant. Alrighty then. I'm actually opening this thing up because I need a little bit of reference, because I'm starting to kind of just not forget, but I feel like I'm missing some stuff. Let's see. What am I forgetting? So they come back. Here we go. Spews the black stuff. They come back. There we go. They come back, and here, finally, back on track. Here's where they start introducing the next guest, which is the doctor, and as they call her in the show, the victim. And so, apparently, I'm gonna put this banner away real quick. It will pop up again. It's cocktails and chill, Mr. Weibolt. That does not get you in the giveaway, sir. It does not get you in the giveaway. Try again. Yeah, but yeah, cocktails and chill, get free stuff. There you go. That's not the one. There we go. And what's it called? They start introducing the doctor and the victim. And in the movie, these two next guests, or the doctor to be precise, wrote a book called Conversations with the Devil. They even showed a cover and everything. I don't think I have a picture of it, or do I? I do not. Oh, I do have a picture of that particular crowd members I was talking about right here. More particularly, the dude in the skull costume. There's also a couple of people in suits that the producer says, like, oh, there's this very so and so powerful people here to see your show. They're thinking about signing you in, blah blah blah, this and that. But that one in particular, though, the one with the skull costume, very very sus, as they say. But I have another sip of this. So they start introducing the doctor and the victim. Again, in the movie, her work is based on the book that she wrote, and so they call them in, and it's these are the characters here. This is the doctor and the girl. As you can see, at this point, we've already seen some action, which I'm about to get to right now. And they call her in. They call the doctor in. She comes out first, and then after that, she kind of turns around and says, "Come on in." The little girl comes in, the fucked up thing is, this isn't the first time. I've actually reviewed what was it? The last exorcism, the one with the two girls being possessed. When I reviewed that movie, I did mention like that part of that movie kind of hit home a little bit. It freaked me out a little bit because one of the little girls' name was Catherine, which is the name of my 6-year-old. And in this movie, this girl's name is Lily, which happens to be my youngest 2-year-old's name. And I'm like, okay, that's just creepy at this point. I told my wife about it. She's like, oh fuck, like that's fucked up. But anyways, so they introduce the doctor, and then they introduce Lillian. The doctor's name would be June Ross Michelle, sorry, June Ross Michelle. And so they come in, and she explains what she does, and she studies. I forget the particular words that she uses. So something about shit. I forget what it is. But she studies this particular field, but it also connects to the whole situation, what happened to this little girl. And what happened to this little girl was that she was actually one of the victims that were about or being taken part of the satanic sacrificials. And what is going on with this microphone? There we go. Can y'all still hear me? Give me 1 second. Oh, there we go. See what I mean? I'm talking about the devil. Shit like this is happening. It must be the punch. No? Okay. And anyways, and right through the part where I'm about to talk about the juicy part of the movie, really. So basically, this character Lily was being taken part of the satanic sacrificial stuff. She got saved, but it's about to do it again. Give me a sec, guys. Give me a second. Hello. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me or not. That is weird. It's not allowing me to get to the juicy part. So, anywho, yes, she got saved, but how this goes, because I'm not saying this happens all the time, but whenever there are people, or especially kids, involved in situations like that, very traumatic shit like that, they don't exactly come out, very good. So this doctor pretty much became her guardian, not just a doctor, but her guardian, because there was no mention of her parents. If I remember correctly, my memory serves me correctly, there was no mention of her parents. So she took her, again, not only as her doctor, but as guardian. And she realized what she went through and whatever. She even mentions like this little girl has been through more than any adult has ever gone through, and so on and so forth. And then we got Dr. Hunt over here on the corner, like completely not believing a fucking word of what she says. In fact, like she thinks like pretty much says that the doctor's a total fucking quack, right? And so the whole time when Lily's out, like she comes out with like, I don't know if I can do it, but she's basically like, you know what I mean? Like the entire time she was out, I'm like, okay, like something's fucking up with her. And what's it called? So she explains herself. She explains Lily's story. And then David, I'm starting to forget his name. David, the host of the show, trying little by little to convince Dr. Michelle if they can have some sort of demonstration of what it is that she conducts whenever she tries to channel out the demon spirit. And she's since like the get-go, she's like, no, I can't do that. Like I can't do that to her. That's unprofessional. And what's it called? So basically, Dr. Hunt, the magician looking motherfucker, completely does not believe. In fact, let me just review this real quick. So they come in. Give me a second. No. Again, let me know where you guys are watching from, and let me know if you've seen this movie, and if you have, let me know if you like it. And if you're not here because of the spoilers, I apologize. Or if you're here, you like spoilers, even cooler. So give me a sec. Here we go. So basically, they do this. Doctor David, the host of the show, basically does what any host would do. Again, I was mentioning how he was trying to convince Dr. Michelle if they can do a demonstration, and her, of course, saying like, no, that would be irresponsible. And then David does the thing that what hosts do. It's like, ask the audience. What is the audience response? What do you think the audience response will be to that? Of course, they're like yes. You know what I mean? So, of course, she agrees, with only if she gets the full control of the audience, full control of the producers, full control of everything. She said, I will do it. They cut to a break, and then they go to the backstage, and they pretty much imply that the doctor and David, the host, have known each other and have had a little fling, and that's implied there. And she's basically saying like, what the fuck was that back there? Like, why did you do that? Why did you make me do that? And David, being, like I said, since the beginning of the movie, pretty much, made some deals, hang out with cults, and possibly got involved in orgies and stuff like that. So she's like super pissed off, but as they say, the show must fucking go on. So they come back from commercial break, lights are dimmed, spotlight on David, and he goes, what you're about to see might be a little too much, but less than that. Turns around, looks at the doctor and Lily, and goes, and to you two, Godspeed. And then the lights sets onto Lily and the doctor, and she warns everybody in the audience that everybody remaining calm at all times, because anything that they will see or hear, and anything that they see and hear, they had to remain calm. So she starts off that way, and then she tells Lily to close her eyes, tells her to calm down, and then starts calling out to the demon, Abrexis. She doesn't actually call out by the name, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, she actually doesn't know the name. So she just calls out, she goes, who am I speaking to now? And at that point, man, like, she gets real. That's pretty much how this here picture starts looking. Now, actually, this was kind of before. This is before. She starts channeling whatever's inside of her, and comes out. Lily goes away, and I'll show you that. I'll show you right now. Lily goes away, and out comes out this. At this point, Lily looks like a dude, and even my wife said that, like, she looks like a guy, and it's like that transformation is dramatic. Very, very nice touch, by the way. And so looks up, and it starts looking around the crowd, and at that point I realized, like, okay, she already lost control, because she mentioned before it started, like, that she had to remain control, and by that she meant that she had to have Lily's attention on her at all times. Soon as that demon comes out, turns the fuck around and looks all towards the audience. At that point, I'm like, she lost already. She fucking lost. It's over. Game fucking table flip. You know what I mean? Like, it was gone. Like, it was done. The fucking demon's looking around like, who are these people? Where am I? In a very, like, demonic, what's it called? Not auto-tune. it's a very I can't think of the word right now. It's a very demonic voice. It sounds like Lily's voice, a demon voice, a guy's voice, and all kinds of voices all mixed at once. But anyways, I excuse my dog, and I'm gonna have a sip here. And doctor's like, I need you to focus on me. Does that thing, just like dead on her. And the demon goes, he's here, isn't he? Turns around, looks at the host, David, and goes, hello, David. And I don't know what, acquaints, the demon acquaints up. And the host, David, is like, I'm sorry, I don't think we've been acquainted before. Like that, the demon reacts, don't be a fool. We've met. No, how does it go? We go way back. We met in the tall trees, David. And then mentions that something happened, wife got lost, and shit like that. And basically, to make this part short, the doctor loses control. Fucking demon or Lily starts fucking levitating the entire, for about a minute, and then just boom, everything just fucking goes back to normal. Lily comes back and she's freaking out and crying, and that's where we get to this point here. And the host is just like, we'll be right back. And cuts another commercial break, and goes into the behind the scenes stuff, right? And then the producer goes up to David and be like, okay, I know shit's crazy, but when you need to relax. And at this point, David, the host, is pretty much losing it. The whole thing about his wife, the demon calling him out, is like, shit's getting out of control. And not only that, but people from the show are calling it quits because people are starting to freak out way too much. Gus included, and the co-host, the funny guy. And then fucking the producer gives the news to David saying that Christo, the first guest, the what's it called, the fortune teller, as we were calling him, he's dead. Pretty much tells the host, he died. He died in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. He just puked his guts out. And David, the host, is just loses his shit. The fuck, nobody must know, especially Gus. Gus cannot know about this because Gus is this short guy, just freaks out real easily, right? And David being David, and being that, like I said in the beginning of the movie, he pretty much he made some deals. He shook some hands. So, and he's really deep into this show, deep into this fame that he's worked so hard for. And show must go on. The show must go on, man. So sits back on his seat, lights go on, camera goes on, show continues. And then we get a speech from Mr. Hunt, the magician guy, as I was calling him. Before I actually move on to this part, Hunt actually goes up to David, the host, and tells him, I know, I've heard some rumors about your big friends, your powerful friends. Is it true about the orgies and so on and so forth? David not admitting anything. He's like, but let me know if we can meet up sometime, especially with those orgies, man. he's pretty funny as well. He's total complete ass on the movie, but he actually makes up for it by being a little bit funny. And going on to the actual show itself. So they come back, and again, Mr. Hunt, being the skeptical that he is, he stands up and goes, David, I would like to prove to you that the Dr. Michelle here is a total fraud. So he's like, you know what? Fine, be my guest. Gets up and goes, I need an excuse me, that he's gonna need somebody to help him. Gus giggles, the co-host, and Hunt's like, you know what? You'll be perfect. Producer gets he gets all these people to get 2 chairs, dim the lights, spotlight on him and Gus, and starts to hypnotize him. And when I say hypnotize, I mean hypnotize him in the classical way with the pocket watch or pocket clock or pocket watch, which is cool because there's a little bit of editing to it, because as he's trying to hypnotize him, he's got the pocket watch up here. The camera is like zoomed in. I'm gonna switch. The camera zoomed into the pocket watch, right? Pretends it's the pocket watch, and he does this thing where he swipes his hand, and at first it's moving normally. Swipes his hand once, starts moving faster. Swipes his hand again. It turns to a black and white swirl. I thought that was a pretty cool editing part for the movie. And then starts to hypnotize Gus. And also, he warns the crowd that he doesn't warn the crowd, but he goes, I'm going to be turning all kinds of heads. Because Gus starts by saying, my wife likes my head right on in between my shoulders, and I don't know why. It's like, oh, I'm planning on spinning a bunch of heads. So as he's hypnotizing Gus, the co-host, he's also, because there's cameras on him and on the whole process, he also is hypnotizing not just people there, and like, I'm talking like the camera people, the audience, the guests, the host, everybody. He's also hypnotizing people who are watching the show. And so he commences with the hypnotizing, snaps his fingers. Gus snaps out of it, and somehow Mr. Hunt knows that Gus is terrified of worms. And he's like, oh, yeah, I don't like worms. They're disgusting. And Mr. Hunt's like, yes, quite grotesque, and blah, blah, blah. And then he goes on, he starts off by saying, what is on your neck? And Gus is like, oh, I'll snip myself shaving. And he starts seeing worms coming out of this little cut that he has on his neck. And after that, he starts freaking out, like, oh, I feel him inside, or whatever. He rips his button shirt open, rips his stomach open, worms coming out, and the host is like freaking the fuck out. Certain people in the audience are freaking out. And not only that, but we see like this giant mutant worm pop out of his eye socket. And then I don't know if this part was acting from Mr. Hunt or what. Before the opening of the stomach, he's snapping his fingers. Gus is not coming out of it. Gets up, freaked out. Mutant worm comes out, snaps again. Everything stops. This is the part where it starts getting very, very interesting. How I was saying there's a lot of theories of mine. There's a lot of thinking involved in this, which I like about it. And so Gus snaps out of it. And he's just like, oh, what just happened? And the doctor walks up to the doctor, Lily, and the host, David. And he's like, see what I did there? I did exactly what the doctor did, except with a little more dramatic. I think that was the word he said. And the doctor getting very offended, and telling her that, she's like been studying for so long, so forth. And Lily just kind of giggling at the whole entire thing, and for a fact that it's not her, because she's the possessed one. And so fucking they cut to, oh wait, give me a second here we go, I'm on track now. Whoops, give me a sec. I think they cut to another break. Yeah, I think they do cut to another break because before, actually no, this is the last break. I think it was, because Lily starts having she puts her head down up to her knees, and Mr. Hunt is like, "Oh, enough with the dramatics," and so on and so forth. Lily not wanting to leave, and then suddenly she just kind of comes out of it, pops up, and starts yelling and stuff. And at this point, this is where, like I said, it starts getting very, very, very interesting. Because, please keep in mind the hypnotizing part of the movie, like I was talking about, because at this point, Lily gets up and she suddenly becomes Electro. If you're not familiar with Electro, it was this villain from Spider-Man. His superpower is just electricity. She suddenly shocks Dr. Michelle, David the host, and she all of a sudden throws these beams of electricity up towards the light, and I believe towards like the cameras, and then her head, she's completely covered in electricity, like glowing white. Her head splits in half, eyes glowing red, orangey red lights, still completely covered in electricity, glowing white and reddish, and she kills everybody. She fucking twists that actually I have one more picture to show you here. This is one of the versions of Lily. This is when she tried to take a bite of Dr. Michelle in the first attempt to conjure the demon. And so yeah, she completely spins Gus's head, lands onto a table and breaks it. There's this necklace. It's not a cross that Dr. Michelle was wearing. I don't know what it was, but tries to use it on the demon again. Demon just hangs her up in the air with it. Pretty much slices her neck open with the freaking necklace. Looks towards while this is happening, Hunt, I'm just gonna call him Dr. Hunt. Dr. Hunt on his knees kills Gus, kills Dr. Michelle, turns to Hunt with a check with like $500,000, which I failed to mention that he was willing to give away if anybody was actually be able to prove him wrong. Shows the check to the demon. Demon burns check off and then completely melts the fuck out of Dr. Hunt right then and there. And while that happens, everybody, camera people, producers, everybody's running out of the building. Though David, the host, for some reason decides to stay and see what happens next. And then at this point, David, the host, somehow is just somewhere else completely. And let me just quickly recap here, because after the whole burning, here we go. It's zoomed in to not Lily at this point. The demon split head open. Camera zooms into the opening of the head, and suddenly David, the host, is coming out from the beginning of the show. Gus is alive, introducing him, and now here's what was his name in the character name? David. I'm Jack. I've been calling him David. My bad. His character name was Jack. My bad. Jack Delroy. My bad. Here comes Jack, says Gus. And I'm having another sip here. In fact, I'm going to have a refill. A refill of Warheads, Four Loco, Cosmic Sour Punch. Very tasty, artificially watermelony, hearty, not as sour as it says. It's what's it called? Say it is, but still pretty damn tasty. Water Bolt, if you are still there, Omelet and Chill will not get you in the giveaway, sir. And speaking of the giveaway, let me go ahead and put up the banner. For those of you who just tuning in, there is a giveaway. This is the last chance to get in the giveaway. So if you want to get entered in the giveaway, please comment wherever you're watching from. Cocktails and Chill. Last chance to enter to win free stuff. You want a higher chance? Go on to Patreon/Booze&Chill, become a member. Tiers start at $3. So there you go. I'm gonna leave this banner on for a little bit for those of you who are just tuning in, so you get a chance to win some free shit. So as I was saying, the host Jack, not David. David is his actual name. Jack is now being introduced into the show like if it just started. Jack comes out from the opening door that I mentioned earlier, completely confused and completely delusional, and he has no idea what's going on, right? And he's basically reliving that same episode from beginning to end. Well, not exactly the end, it doesn't even get to the end, but the show, him coming in, there's being a little bit of skits here and there, being with the host, and then it also comes to a flashback to in the beginning, like I was saying, they were explaining a little bit about him. In the beginning, there was clips of him with his wife in the show with the oxygen tank, her looking like she's just been through chemo. There was actual, I was saying, how he started off from the beginning and little skits here and there, and then there's this one little section where it actually goes pretty much like a flashback to that particular episode where he's sitting down with his wife, and he's at this point he's starting to realize that something's not right, because it's literally like the TV show. It's just cutting from one thing to another, and he's like has no idea, and he's starting to freak out. And once it gets to his wife part, he's just like, "You're dead," with tears coming down. Suddenly he's in other part of the studio. Everything's dark. Everybody, audience members in costumes, remember that this is a Halloween episode, and so everybody's there in this dark section of the production. And then he gets he gets walked up by the satanic priest that they like I was saying, they mentioned in the very beginning of the movie. Tells him that congratulations, Jack, 4 million something kind of deal, because the producer mentioned that as well. And so again, surrounded by people with costumes, right? But there's this one particular person that I in the beginning, I felt this little detail I failed to mention in the beginning of the movie. Those people, that cult that I mentioned that they were bringing up. Well, there's one of them, the leader, dressed up like some sort of owl. That owl was fucking there. The Satanist turns him around, makes him walk towards this one particular one that's dressed as an owl. He kneels. They give him this cup, and at this point, this is where the whole theory starts coming into play. You know what? I'm gonna save it to the end. So I'm gonna have a sip here. Leave it in the comments if this is already getting juicy for you guys. If you are here and you're into spoilers, great. If you're here and you've seen it, please leave it in the comments if you remember this part of the movie. And so they make him drink, and it just completely goes into another I'm gonna say illusion, because for a fact all this is a fucking illusion. So he takes the drink, and everybody's like chanting some shit. I don't know what it is. It sounds like coyotes at this point. And so he drinks, everybody stays quiet, and then it goes into this other illusion where he sees his wife on what I'm calling her deathbed. Walks up to her. She's still on oxygen. Tells her, "You've done it, Jack. You've done it," and pretty much implying but at what cost, right? And she's suffering. She's in pain. She's dying. And she pretty much tells him, "You know what to do now." And there's this dagger that they brought up for the whole for the whole Doctor and Lily skit, and turns around, grabs it, and just stabs her right in the fucking chest, and suddenly just dies. And then, dude, that point, man, at that fucking point, as soon as he's done killing the wife, he kind of snaps out of it, and he's right back where he started in the show. But instead of stabbing the wife, he actually stabbed Lily. Camera zooms out. Gus is with his head twisted back on the table, like I mentioned, where he landed. The Doctor with her neck completely, sliced open. Dr. Hunt on the floor, completely burnt. Sirens are coming, like ambulances and whatever. And the broadcast is just like ends right there. The nice little touch that I love about this one so much is that when the broadcast ends, in the very bottom left corner, it actually says end transmission, and then it starts kind of glitching, and the last words it says is, and so it is done, and then the movie ends. That to me was a very, very beautiful, nice horror possession movie kind of twist. That is the end of the movie. Now, before I go on to my theories and what I think of exactly what happened, for those of you still around, let me show you exactly what I've been drinking, and then I'm gonna get into what it is that my theories on the movie. This is what I'm drinking still right now. I think I still have like a little bit more. The Warheads Four Loco Sour Cosmic Punch. Not the best, but still a little something. I'm gonna get rid of this real quick, and I will bring it up at the end of the live here. So, also leave in the comments if you guys are still around, if this movie sounds fucking good to you, or if you saw it, if you just stuck around because again, you've seen it. Please leave it in the comments. Any theories, anything that you think about this movie, because I'm about to get into my theories. So, mostly the ending. The whole movie, again, it's a talk show kind of vibe, kind of movie, which is great. Like I said, it's the time frame is 1979, and I fucking huge fan of 70s. They get that like dead on fucking on. The way they kind of built on to the whole possession thing is just, for me, excellent. We got the what is it, the clairvoyant, I guess we can call him the clairvoyant, Christo. He starts like getting some shit. Not only that, but he starts getting a little too intense. He starts spewing black. He ends up dying, and then we got the magician, I guess, a very skeptical magician, but also dwells in the field of science, kind of like prove magic and stuff like what Christoph does is fake and whatnot. And then we actually get a doctor who is a professional, and not only is a doctor, but also studies in the field of what happens during satanic rituals and stuff like that. Like, to me, it's a very, very nice build up to the whole possession movie. And then the ending, which I'm about to mention right now, is the fucking cherry on top. Now, my theory is that the part where Gus gets what's called hypnotized by Dr. Hunt. I can't remember if he's a doctor, but I mean he studies and stuff like that. He works with scientists, so I'm just gonna assume it's a doctor. So Dr. Hunt, what's it called, hypnotizes Gus. Like I was saying, not only is he hypnotizing Gus, this is on national television. Just like if I was trying to hypnotize you here, but I'm also hypnotizing you over here. If I can actually get the thing at the right angle. But the point is, he's hypnotizing not only Gus, but anybody watching the damn show. So he's hypnotizing Gus. He's hypnotizing the guests. He's hypnotizing Jack, the host. He's hypnotizing everybody behind the scenes. He's hypnotizing the studio audience. He's hypnotizing anybody who's watching the fucking TV, right? And so it starts off with that. He gets everybody, not just Gus, hypnotized. And I bumped into that my time. My bad that time. Give me a sec here, guys. Believe it or not, this hurts me more than it hurts you. I'm the one wearing the headphones. But sorry about that. I'm gonna have a sip here. Ooh, good stuff. Anyways, so yeah, you have to keep that in mind. Dr. Hunt is not only hypnotizing Gus, but he's hypnotizing everybody. And so I'm about to get into that. So when how I mentioned that the whole worms coming out of his neck and his stomach and his eye socket. Well, when all that was said and done, after the commercial break, Jack, the host, is like, did everybody else see the worms coming out of Gus? And only like a handful of people in the audience raised their hand. So he might have not hypnotized everybody, but he hypnotized a good amount to actually be able to freak people out. That's one thing. And not only that, but they're also in the presence of a demonic being or a possessed being. So there's that double whammy right there. So you got a mixture for just complete and pure fucking chaos. That's one thing. That's one. Two, the fact that Dr. Hunt, during the process, of hypnotizing Gus, how I mentioned that he lost control, which he did. I don't know if he was acting or not, but he freaked out for like a good minute. He freaked the fuck out. He lost control of it. And to me, that just kind of signifies that Dr. Hunt did not completely finish off the hypnosis the way it was supposed to. I'm not a hypnosis expert, but the fact that what happened towards the end of the movie, to me, explains that hypnosis went completely fucking wrong. And then, of course, you got the fucking possessed being right next to them. So that, again, double whammy. And so, that's one thing. And then, the whole Lily or Abraxas at this point, the demon, starts fucking going apeshit on the fucking studio. Kills off Dr. Michelle, kills off Gus, kills off Dr. Hunt. That's one thing. Did that actually happen though? That is up to debate. But because, again, if you've seen any horror movies, possession movies, you know for a fact that whenever any type of possession happens and it goes wrong, people get killed in all sorts of creative, fucked up ways. So that's one thing. Another thing is the fact that that entire illusion that Jack was having was actually just Jack. The illusion happening in his head, but outside, he's actually the one doing the killing. Now, again, this is the tricky part of my theory, because not only was he put under hypnosis from Dr. Hunt, he also has, again, a person possessed by the demon of Abraxas sitting right next to him. So again, the double whammy. Was it more of the hypnosis or was it more of the demonic possession? It's a very, very tricky thing. But again, that's where my theory gets a little bit whack. I got arrested for possession once. I tried telling the police. I had no idea. I'm gonna call that a dad joke. That's a dad joke. A very hefty dad joke, but it's a dad joke. I think that falls under dad joke. And but yeah, that's where my theory gets a little bit wonky, because again, there's the hypnosis, and then you have the fucking the little girl who's fucking possessed by a demon. And so what's also cool about the not cool, but a little messed up about the illusion that Jack had is that how I mentioned in the beginning of the movie that he was involved in these particular certain people with cults and stuff like that. And in the illusion, that's exactly what you see, just a bit more fucked up, because you see Jack actually accepting. Don't joke about the devil's lettuce spell. No, that's one thing we don't joke about. That's one thing we don't talk about. And yeah, the illusion, it's we actually see how we're actually seeing is Jack selling his soul to the devil, basically. That's why it's the devil's lettuce. Yes, sir. Yes, it is. The devil's lettuce. The what was it? Dragon's breath? Some shit like that. I don't remember the old term, but anyways, he smokes the devil's lettuce, and he lived happily ever after. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, we're actually seeing fucking Jack. Oh my god, the devil probably makes a killer salad. Let's get real. Whoa, blew my mind with that comment, man. Blew my fucking mind. Fuck, I'll become vegan any day. I'll become vegan any day, bro. And yeah, we see Jack basically sell. I apologize for that. We see Jack sell his soul to the devil. The part where he gets on his knees and has the drink in front of that particular figure, which, let's face it, that's fucking Abraxas, man. And there's a scene right after he drinks that, where he's sitting down on a desk signing paper with this dude next to him going, "Welcome to the family, Jack." And he's being photographed, he's being filmed and whatnot, a paparazzi, blah blah blah. Somebody from that crowd goes, how did he go? What are you gonna be up to next? No, something along the lines of what it is you're gonna give up soon, or what it is you're gonna be doing, or whatever. The guy next to him goes, "Oh, he's only this is." I forgot what he says, but some implying that this is not the last thing he's gonna be doing, and that's where it cuts into the scene of him killing his wife. His wife was the sacrifice that he made. He sold his soul to the devil, and his wife was the sacrifice to get him into the fame that he got into. And that's fucked up, because again, we have been seeing a lot of that popping up lately in real life. Which, again, leave it in the comments if you feel that movies are just throwing hidden messages at us. We just really have to pay attention and really just have an open mind, because I believe that movies throw hidden messages at us. We just have to really pay attention. Well, besides that, really just enjoy it, right? But also pay close attention, because I mean, like I said, this movie is pretty much showing what it is, what's going on right now in present time, which is fucked up. That's really, really fucked up. But that's what I think about it. Those are my theories. Leave it in the comments, guys, what it is that you think, or let me know in the comments if you haven't seen it, if you just stuck around, if you don't mind spoilers. Leave it in the comments. If you're one of those people who don't mind spoilers and you stuck around, if you're planning on watching it, please do so. It's a good movie. I believe it has like how many? Let me actually check before I actually head out here on Rotten Tomatoes. I think it got a really good rating, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. I think it was like around 90, 97. There we go, 97 190 reviews on the 97% and 81% on the audience score. So it's got good reviews. I mean, the numbers don't lie, I guess. But I mean, don't always go by the numbers or the reviews. Go check it out for yourself, because you never know. You actually might enjoy this movie, even though people say that it sucks. I personally liked it. It has a really good twist. It's again, I'm a huge horror fan. This is something totally different, and hopefully we get some more of that. And yeah, it's just a great watch. Maybe not to watch the whole family, but you know, I totally, completely recommend it, 100%. But that pretty much ends the whole movie review, and that ends my theories. What I think about it, I rate this fucking shit 10 out of 10. Fuck it, or 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Yeah, I think that's fair. 9 out of 10. It's a good watch. Honestly, it was a really good watch, guys. I totally recommend it. Please go watch it right after this. This is the movie, Late Night with the Devil. You will not be fucking let down. It's a good watch. But that ends this review. That ends my thoughts. That ends my theories about it. And that ends the fucking Cosmic Punch review. And that ends this live, guys. Thank you so much for those of you stuck around. Like I said, I'm going to bring this up one more time. Hopefully, if you guys are still here, if you haven't signed up for the giveaway yet, this is your last opportunity. Please put cocktails and chill to get free stuff. In fact, I'm going to show you one more time exactly what we're giving away here. The smallest thing that we're giving away is this Houdini Sphere Ice molds. Very, very cool. If you're a drinker of the cocktails, or if you just drink some whiskey or tequila or vodka clear on the rocks, that works too. And then we got this here, bar stool set. Very, very nice. Real metal. This thing is pretty hefty. I'll demonstrate one more time. You hear that loud thump? That is actually pretty heavy. So that is what I'm giving away. This is your last chance. Cocktails and chill. I will leave this up. In the meantime, I end this episode. Oh, this live. So that is not the right button. So you know how this works, guys. Continue watching my stuff. Follow all the Booze&Chill socials, and of course, if you want, if you enjoy what I do, enjoy what I put on the table here, go on to Patreon/Booze&Chill. You can further support me and the channel. Tiers start at $3. Higher chances of winning, especially with this giveaway that I'm doing right now, and get behind the scenes, early releases, and good stuff like that. So again, tiers start at $3. Yeah, it's good stuff. And of course, go on to Spotify and support the podcast. That is Spotify/Booze&Chill Buzzcast podcast. And listen to it, and please rate it. Rate it anything that's fair to you. But there's a 5-star on there. I suggest maybe you click on that one in particular. And that pretty much ends this here live. Thank you guys so much for most of those. For those of you stuck around, I'm gonna refill this a little bit more, and I'm gonna finish off this not before I drink some more water. And that is it for this live, guys. Thank you so much for you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one. And remember, if you keep watching, I'm gonna keep drinking, and I'm gonna get rid of this now. That was your last chance. I will see you guys in the next live. I will announce the giveaway winner in the next live. Will there be another opportunity? We'll see. But that's it for that. I will see you guys in the next one. And remember to keep watching. I'm going to keep drinking. Cheers, guys.